Hey, what's up, guys? We're gonna play Modern Warships, and this is our game. And I'm gonna show you what ships I have unlocked and the ships that I have modified. So, as you can see, I have a lot of ships for you to show, and I'm just trying to show you how many ships I have. So yeah, I have noob ships like the tier 1 and tier 2, and I have weapons of tier 2. So yeah, sorry, it's just my auntie or my sister, my big sister. Yeah. So right, my account is loading, and we're going to show what ships we got. I'm gonna start with the tier 1 to 2 because I didn't unlock the tier 3 yet, only the weapons, Right. Let's go back. Oh. No. Alright, let's start with our first tier, like the noob ships. This is my first ship, the USS Hurricane or Codenas, I don't know. But it's from a cod, and that's the Codenas, I don't know. But yeah, and here is the fourth, this time with tier 2 instead of the tier 1 because it's just noob. We got the Type 56, and this is the only ship that has the noob one. It's HMS Trent, Hayabusa, but I have only these ships right here. And let's go to tier 2. So the tier 2 has one Corvette. It's the Grad. Here's the Dirtsky. And here's the modified Admiral Gigavorage. But yeah, I changed the weapons. And here's the Janway. Here's the Yaroslav. I didn't use this now. Retired. The Type 54, yeah. The Gravely, Arleigh Burke, Xiamen, and HMS Duncan. And we got Kurama. And this is the ship you're going to purchase in gold. Well, it's now 50% off. And I have to tell you that this ship is kind of cool. So this is JS Takanami DD11. 0 or 110 or 110, and it's modified with a new V-22 helicopter instead of the Apache. Now let's go to the aircraft carrier section. Here's the USS Nimitz, and as you can see, I have the J-15 Flanker and F-18 or Hornets with a scat drone replacing the MQ-9, and I got the Z-10. I have the KCB and missile defenses like the Russian ship Torm and the Russian OSA-M. And let's go to Type 2 Shandong, which I never use now because it's kind of noobish. We got the RBU 6000, the Russian style. We got the Su-34, the F-18, 2 Apaches. One is level 3 and one is level 7. We got Russian Chitorms and OSA-M. The color is white. And let's go to my main aircraft carrier, or my flagship. So this is one of the most powerful carriers, but yeah, I modified them, unlike the missiles. Here are the missiles. It's the Smart Missile. Yeah, great for your submarine attack. We got the Malafam. Yeah. But that day, as you can see in the first recording, it's like a few months ago, I did use this too, but But actually, I use the P800 because that's the main missile of the ship. But I replaced it with J1 to the Indian smart missile. And I do have the Malafon, which is great for anti-submarine warfare. And I do have the F2A. I just purchased them like one day ago. Same with the ship, the JS Takanami. And I got the MiG-29 Fulcrum because I replaced the F-18 Hornet with this. But I'm gonna replace it with the F-18. But since the F-18 and the MiG-29 are kind of cool, but yeah, it's fine it's fine for the ship. However, there is only one problem. The J-10 is a small jet. Like, what I'm saying is this one. Like, I'm saying this jet right here. It has no military experience, too weak to kill other jets, and gets destroyed easily. So yeah, this is why I choose the MiG-29 or the F-18. Whatever it is still there. And here's the F-2A. I used the F-15, and now I replace it with this F-2A because it's also very usable to destroy that are not strike fighters, but fighters. Here, and then I replaced it with the J-15. And back then I used the noobish Harrier. Now I sold it, because I retired it. And I used the F-14 Tomcat in this ship, but now I never used them. I also replaced the Nimitz with Russian jets, And let's go to the Garibaldi. We got the PJ-10 Brahmos here for destruction. And we do have a torpedo launcher just to destroy enemy threats, like submarines. And we do have this this cannon right here that's not even in the cannon list. Torpedoes. And we have the F-15s instead of the stupid Harriers. But we have only one pack of F-2s instead of the unlike the F-15s on the flanker. But still, I used this ship for only once, but I used the Admiral Kuznetsov mostly. And we got the submarines, the USS Seawolf with a beach collar. But this submarine is not my first submarine. But yes, this is not one of my most first submarines. Alright, so I'm just gonna replace them. Alright, the J-01 is a Chinese nuclear missile, as it said. And this is not my first submarine, alright? I'm sorry, because I repeated. So this is my second submarine. Well, one of my most first submarines is the RF Barracuda. And this is not a missile submarine, It's actually a torpedo. So which means it could get easily destroyed by ships or any type or any plane, so which means it has no missile. So submarines have no missiles, right? And this is my third submarine. I purchased this too, but I added it green so it could look like it's a North Korean submarine, but it's actually a Chinese Type 92. My third gen submarine. But I have to tell you this. This is why I never ever sell one of my ships, because they're kind of very useful, But yeah, Alright, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to use the Admiral Kuznetsov. But I'm just only here for ship reviews. So I'm gonna show you the jets. So here are the jets I purchased. A lot of F-15s, many top, and I do have a lot of these jets right here. But the Yak-38, I just sold it. The only jets I have is the F-15, the F-14 Tomcat, SD-34, J-15. The Harrier I just purchased. I sold it. And one pack of F-2. And let's go to fighters. I do have the F-18 and the MiG-29. And I showed the J-10 because it has no military experience. And I do have the T-4, and I do not have the T-4 yet, but I wish I could purchase it, because this jet is kind of cool, kind of fine, and it's not even bad to use it, but it still needs improvements, Alright, and in Tier 2, there's only 2 drones, the Russian Scout and the Reaper. But this is not even Russian, it's American actually. And bombers, I could not even unlock this, bro. And here are the Tier 3. Here are the Tier 3 UAVs I could see. It's the Icarus and the Jari. So yeah, that's all for today, my friends. If you want me to have more ship reviews, I could show you if you want. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I wish I could reach 100 subscribers so that I could make a big video. 100 subscribers special video, and peace out.